And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Salt River Fields at Talking Stick in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network, and it is play-by-play coverage in the 2015 Desert Classic, put on by Southwest Woodbat Classics. And we're underway in an Underclass Pool game. And the feature game tonight, Blue Chip Navy out of Colorado and the Arizona Wildfire. Blue Chip Navy playing in their second game of the tournament as they just finished up their first pool game a little bit earlier tonight. So 0-1 now in the tournament as the next pitch is low and in to their leadoff hitter, Xavier Bonham. He leads off and plays center field. For the Wildfire, playing in their first pool game of the tournament. So they're getting their feet wet here tonight. The 2-1 pitch. Over for a strike, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I guess no pun intended there on getting the feet wet, as we did have a little bit of rain earlier this late afternoon and early evening. Right around 6:30, between about 6:30 and 7, had some pretty good rain, at least for Arizona in June. But now clear, at least no rain. Still a lot of clouds around. Still a little bit of daylight out over left field, but cooler temperatures, so that's a decent trade-off for sure, and hopefully we can stay dry most of the weekend as the next one to Bonham is high and away, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Bonham leads it off for Blue Chip. Sage Hudson will bat second and play second base. Manny Aguirre, the left fielder, bats third. Cedric Corrales is tonight's starting pitcher. He bats fourth. And there's a swing and a miss, and Bonham is out on strikes. And it brings up the aforementioned Sage Hudson, who starts at second base. Isidro Acelano is the third baseman. He bats fifth for Blue Chip. Then Avery Elkins, the shortstop, is sixth. The number 7 hitter is the right fielder, Tice Marquez. Then Logan Ewing works behind the plate and bats eighth. And Eric Meza is the DH tonight. He bats for the first baseman, Jared Kennedy. And the first pitch just off the plate to Hudson for ball 1. Kobe Kobernick gets the start tonight for the Wildfire. And the next pitch is low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. One out, base is empty, just underway in the top of the first. The 2-0 pitch. That misses for a ball, and it's 3-0. Kobernick back up and ready, and the 3-0 offering over for a strike, and the count goes to 3-1. I mentioned Blue Chip got their tournament started off with a pool game earlier tonight in the Underclass division against the Arizona Falcons 16U team, and that's over for a strike as Kobernick tries to fight his way back. Runs the count full on Sage Hudson. But it was a 5-2 loss for Blue Chip in their first pool game. Now the 3-2 pitch and a slow tapper. Kobernick has it, and he'll throw on to first base, and that's in time, and a ground out is out number 2. So a strikeout and now a 1-3 ground out. And the first 2 retired in the Blue Chip first inning, and the batter is Manny Aguirre. Aguirre's ready, and the first one from Kobernick over for a strike. The line of the 1-strike pitch is waved out and missed, and the count goes to 0-2. Kobernick looking in, ready to go again, and the 2-strike pitch. And a swing and a miss. A couple of strikeouts in the first inning for Kobanick. It's a 3-up, 3-down first for Blue Chip. And after a half inning of play, it's Blue Chip Navy nothing. And a Wildfire coming up. And we go to work in the bottom of the first inning as Jeremy Levine leads off. Pitch over for a strike, followed in the order by Noah Schieffer. Playing second base, Tyler Bird, the center fielder, hits third. Then Kobanick, the pitcher, is fourth. Jared Wolf in left field bats fifth. The number 6 hitter is the shortstop Stetson Denning. As the next one's on the way, and that's off the plate for a ball. Wildfire batting 11 in their lineup tonight. And the next pitch from Corrales fouled off at the plate. But, batting 7th in is Andreas Janfricting. Then Jake Wolf bats 8th. Ben Drazdowitz is 9th. Tyler Jackson 10th. Alex Cowan 11th. Corrales, the right-hander, looking in. Ewing through the signs, and time called. And next pitch low and inside. Leadoff hitter for the Wildfire in the bottom of the first inning. No score after Blue Chip Navy went up and down in order. And the next pitch all the way to the backstop for ball 4. So a leadoff walk for the Arizona Wildfire. And Noah Schaefer, the second baseman, makes his way to the plate. Corrales delivers the first pitch over for a strike to Schaefer. And the next one up and in, and it's a ball and a strike. Pitch popped up down the line. And that's put away. Obviously a bit of an obstruction for us. We're on the tower here at the minor league complex. This is the Diamondback side of the field, or the side of the complex, I guess, the north side. And so the scouting tower is where we're perched here, so we get a little bit of altitude, get elevation up above, and a little better view of the field as Tyler Bird takes a strike. But again, can't do much about the trees, and so a bit of obstruction. We can see first base, but anything sort of past that is tough. Runner goes, pitch high, throw to second base, and it was in time to throw, but not able to hang on to it. There is the shortstop Elkins. Maybe it wasn't in time, but it was close. Either way, it's a stolen base. The Wildfire get a runner in scoring position. Schaefer popped out to first base, and now Bird up there with a 1-1 count and a runner at second base. And the next pitch on the way, and it's low for a ball, and it's 2-1. Corrales with the pitch. It's low and away for a ball, and now 3-1 the count. And the 3-1. That's popped up. Well, that's hit better than I thought, actually, out into left field, and that's caught by Aguirre in left field for out number 2. That ball came off the bat, and I guess maybe it's kind of getting used to the wood bats again after the high school season. But didn't sound like that was hit all that well, but carried pretty well out to left field off the bat of Bird, but still out number 2. Runner still at second now with 2 outs for Kobe Kobernick. It's Aguirre, Bonham, and Marquez in the outfield for Blue Chip Navy. As the first one is over for a strike to Kobernick. Then Asiano at third, Elkins the shortstop, Hudson at second, Kennedy at first, and Ewing catching Corrales. I'll look back to second, the 1-strike pitch. And a fastball swung on, fouled off. And the count is 0-2. Look back to second base, the 2-strike pitch. Up and in. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. No score, bottom of the first inning. It's an underclass division pool game from Salt River Fields at Talking Stick against the spring training home of the Arizona Diamondbacks. And a swing and a miss. Kobernick is out on strikes, and that ends the bottom of the first for the Wildfire. No runs, a leadoff walk, runner left at second base, and after 1 inning of play, there's no score. Cedric Corrales leads it off in the second inning, and a swing and a miss for a strike. Asiano and Elkins to follow for Blue Chip in the second. And the 1-strike pitch. Another swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. It's a busy 4 days here in the Desert Classic. The pitch off the plate and call the ball, and it's 1-2. But each team will play 4 pool games between today, tomorrow, and Saturday, culminating in a championship game on Sunday. So the next one is inside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That game Sunday will be played over at Sloan Park, which is the new spring training home of the Chicago Cubs. The 2-2. That's high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Corrales fell behind 0-2, and now Kobernick has missed 3 in a row to run it full. And a 3-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Got him swinging there for out number 1, strikeout number 3 on the night for Kobernick. And now the batter is Isidro Asiano. Set the defense for the Wildfire. We didn't get a chance to do that in the top of the first inning, but it's Wolf in left, Bird in center, and John Fruchte in right. Levine at third, Denning the shortstop, Schieffer at second, Wolf at first, and Drazdowitz catching Kobernick. The first 1-2, Asiano misses for ball 1. Again, tonight is our feature game here on Southwest Sports Network, part of the Southwest Woodbat Classics coverage of the Desert Classic. We'll have another feature game tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and then again on Saturday night. So the next pitch is low, and it's 2-0. And then 2 games on Sunday. And the way it stands right now, it'll be a divisional semifinal game and then a championship game. As the next pitch is low and away, 3-0. All of the selected games, of course, subject to change based on how the tournament plays out. Again, because of a threat of weather, and then just based on game times and all of that, some things could change. But that's the tentative schedule at this point. The 3-0 pitch is over for a strike, and it's 3-1. 1 out, base is empty. Blue Chip has gone 4 up and 4 down to start the ball game, looking for their first base runner. Kobernick, the right-hander, back to it in the 3-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss. And the count 3-2. Kobernick back to it. The 3-2 pitch. That's up, and it's ball 4. And there is the first base runner of the night for Blue Chip Navy as Asiano draws a 1-out walk, and he's aboard at first base for Avery Elkins. Out of the stretch for the first time, and Kobernick paints the outside corner to Elkins for strike 1. Now the 1-strike pitch. The runner bluffed, the ball bunted at, and bunted foul. And the count goes to 0-2. Got to figure that that's got to be a missed sign perhaps somewhere. Again, the runner at first base, Asiano, started to take off. Maybe it was a bluff. Maybe he was thinking about going or didn't get a good jump. And then the ball bunted at the plate as well and bunted foul. I think maybe some question there that there wasn't really any sort of signal from the plate umpire, and it might have been verbal, but didn't see any indication that the ball was fouled off. One on, one out, top of the second. The 2-strike from Kobernick, and that's over at the knees, a called 3rd strike. And so Elkins strikes out. That's out number 2 in the inning. That's the 4th strikeout of the night for Kobe Kobernick. And the batter is Tice Marquez. And Marquez with a swing and a miss for a strike. Starting in right field tonight for Blue Chip Navy. And the next pitch is high for a ball, and it's 1-1. Another swing and a miss from Marquez. A ball and 2 strikes now the count. Now Blue Chip through the first 6 hitters. They've only put 1 ball in play. That was a tapper back to Kobernick. Otherwise, 4 strikeouts and a walk. And the 1-2. And there's a ball put in play. That's out into left field. And that'll hang up there for Wolf to get under it. And Jared Wolf makes the catch, and that will end the inning for Blue Chip Navy. No runs, a 1-out walk, runner left at first base after an inning and a half. From Salt River Field at Talking Stick, still no score. Now Jared Wolf, who made the catch to end the top of the second, leads off the bottom of the second inning and takes outside for ball 1. The 1 and the 1-0 pitch. It's a breaking ball, but it's high, and it's 2-0. Into the 1 of the 2-0 pitch. That's low, 3-0. Wildfire got a leadoff walk in the first inning, got him to second on a steal, but couldn't get him past there. A pop-up, a fly-out, and a strikeout. Now the 3-0, and that's ball 4 again. So another leadoff walk. Wolf goes down to first base. That's in Denning, the shortstop. Bats for Wildfire. And the first pitch fouled out of play down the right side. Now the set, the 1-strike pitch, and that's lifted into shallow right. That's down. Now the throw goes to second base, and it's in time. That's tough there for the runner at first base. Not much he could do. Wolf maybe could have got a little farther off the bag, trying to find that ball and see where it's going to land, but did not want to get doubled up at first base. Instead, Marquez, the right fielder, comes in and throws a strike to Elkins covering at second base. It's a 9-6 force of Wolf, and Denning aboard on the fielder's choice. Now Jean-Fricte, the right fielder, takes strike 1. Runner goes, breaking ball a strike, and a throw to second base, safe the call. So Denning swipes second. And a swing and a miss, and a strikeout for out number 2, and that's the second strikeout for Cedric Corrales. Now here's Wolf. And Jake Wolf with a fly ball. That's into right center field. And that's going to get down and nearly split the outfielders. Wolf into second base, and it's an RBI double, and the Wildfire lead 1-0. So indirectly anyway, the walk hurts Blue Chip Navy, a leadoff walk, a fielder's choice, and then a strikeout, and then a double into right center field from Jake Wolf. Now here's Ben Drazowitz. And the first pitch is high for ball 1. Next pitch misses away. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, missed away. 3-0. Yeah, that's a 4-pitch walk to Drazowitz, the catcher, and he'll move to first base. It'll bring up Tyler Jackson. Two aboard with 2 outs, a run in for Arizona Wildfire. Tyler Jackson trying to continue the inning here. First one over for a strike. runners go on a double steal, throw down to third base, and safe at third. So the double steal successful for the Wildfire, and that'll put another runner in scoring position. Jackson ready. The next one hit back to him and under the glove of the second baseman Hudson into center field. One run will score, another run around, and the double steal pays off for the Wildfire as they plate two on a two-run single off the bat of Tyler Jackson. It's 3-0. Swing and a miss for Alex Cowan. Throw to second base. Gets by, and that'll be a steal for Jackson. Cowan lays off a breaking ball, but catches the outside corner for a strike. And runner goes, but a swing and a miss. And a strikeout will end the inning. But a good one for Wildfire as they score 3 times in the second, and after 2, they lead Blue Chip Navy by a score of 3-0. 8, 9, and 1 in the order for Blue Chip Navy as Logan Ewing swings and misses for strike one. And another swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Eric Meza follows, and then the top of the order, Xavier Bonham, here in the third. Next pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-2. Three nothing our score, top of the third inning. And Ewing takes that one for a called third strike. Could kind of tell by the body language that maybe he knew it. And so he strikes out. That is punch out number 5 for Kobernick. And now we'll go after the number 9 hitter, Eric Meza. First one of Meza low for a ball. And the next pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. And a slow roller cut off over at third. And Levine's throw to Wolf at first is in time on a 5-3 ground out. That's out number 2 in the Blue Chip third inning. Back to the top of their order for Xavier Bonham. First one to Bonham over for a strike. Xavier started off the game with a strikeout. Pitch off the plate for a ball, and it's 1-1. And the next one from Kobernick off the plate for a ball, and it's 2-1. And there's a ground ball up the middle, fielded by Denning, and on to first base, and that is in time. Another 3-up, 3-down inning, and after 2.5, still 3-0 Wildfire. And underway in the bottom of the third inning, top of the order for Arizona Wildfire 16U. Jeremy Levine takes strike one. And there's a ground ball on the right side, and that's through the hole and into right field, and it's a leadoff single. So Levine with a walk his first time up, this time a base hit into right. And the batter is Noah Schieffer. Easy toss to first base with a runner back. Ball sent over to third, picked up and a throw, and that's thrown away down the right field line. Runners are going to get an extra base each. And a Wildfire now in big business here with 2 aboard to start the inning and nobody out. First error of the ball game for Blue Chip Navy. And now second and third with nobody out, and hitting the meat of the order for the Wildfire, Tyler Bird at the plate. Infield comes in, and a ground ball on the left side, fielded in the hole at short. The throw across to first base is in time, but a run in for the Wildfire. It'll be a 6-3 ground out for Bird, and a nice play by Elkins in the hole at short. Bird will get the RBI as Levine scores to make it 4-0. Schieffer stays at second base, and the batter is Kobe Kobernick. First pitch misses for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. And a swing and a miss for a strike. It's 1-1. Ball lifted out of play behind the dugout on the first base side. Ball hammered down the left field line, and that is a fair ball. It's going to go all the way to the fence. And the relay throw coming to third base, and it's going to be out by a bunch at third. will go as an RBI double for Kobernick, as Schieffer scores. It's a 2-run third inning to follow up 3 that the Wildfire scored in the second. And they lead 5-0. Now the base is empty with 2 outs for Jared Wolf. And Wolf going after the first one, swing and a miss for a strike. Next one misses for a ball, and it's 1-1. And now over for a strike, Corrales, and the count goes to 1-2. And down on strikes goes Wolf, and that ends the third inning for the Wildfire, but they scored twice in the third, and after 3 innings of play, Wildfire leads Blue Chip by a score of 5-0. 2, 3, and 4 in the order for Blue Chip Navy in the fourth. Sage Hudson leads off. Hudson going after the first one, lifts that one down the right field line. And that's a fair ball and a base hit to begin things for Blue Chip Navy in the fourth. First base hit of the night. Now Manny Aguirre. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the next one over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Blue Chip Navy trailing Wildfire 5-0 as they hit in the top of the fourth. And that pitch over the outside corner for a strike, and it's 1-2. And this sent from Kobernick, the 1-2 pitch. And that's lifted into shallow left field and just out of the reach of the shortstop Denning, who dives head first, going out away from the infield, but could not reach it. Back-to-back base hits to get things going for Blue Chip Navy in the fourth as they try to make some noise and get a little closer. Cedric Corrales at the plate. And the first pitch over for a strike. And the next one inside, maybe a little bit low, and it's 1-1. And that's off the handle, fouled back and out of play. And the count moves to 1-2. 2 aboard and nobody out, top of the 4th inning. Blue Chip trailing Wildfire 5-0. Pool game number 2 for Blue Chip. They lost their first one earlier tonight. Wildfire taking the field for the first time in the 2015 Desert Classic. And the 1-2 is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kopernik sort of sailed along in the first 3 innings, allowed a 1-out walk in the second, and that was it. He retired 9 of the first 10 he faced. But now back-to-back hits in the inning, and now a walk to Corrales loads the bases. Hudson to third, Aguirre to second, Corrales at first. The batter will be Isidro Asiano, but first a timeout from the Wildfire dugout. Playing in the top of the 4th inning, Wildfire lead Blue Chip 5-0. And we get back to play, and the first pitch to Asiano was over for a strike, so he's up there with an 0-1 count. The 1 and the 1 strike pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. So you go out, you talk to your pitcher, make him take a deep breath, and try to refocus here. Pitching with a 5-run lead in the 4th inning. Looking for outs. The 0-2. Breaking ball high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a little delay there, but a called 3rd strike, and Asiano is the first out of the inning. 6th strikeout for Kopernik. And if you're Wildfire, you go out there and you're just thinking about limiting the damage with the bases loaded and nobody out. But now a strikeout, and now you're thinking maybe roll a ground ball here, a double play, and you get out of the inning. There's a swing and a miss for Avery Elkins for strike 1. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 4th, and Blue Chip Navy down 5-0. Ball fouled back out of play to run the count to 0-2. And a breaking ball, that's over for a called 3rd strike. Elkins fooled on the breaking ball that time. And now 2 away in the inning, 7th strikeout for Kopernik. And the batter is Tice Marquez. Marquez not wasting any time going after the first pitch, but fouls it out of play. And Kopernik steps off, asks for a new set of signs. Swing and a miss for Marquez, then it's 0-2. And a 2-strike pitch foul to the backstop. We stay at 0-2. Kobernick into the wide, the 2-strike pitch. Took a little off there, but Marquez just able to get a piece to stay alive. And again, a foul ball just tipped away there by Marquez. And he's fouled off 3 different 2-strike pitches. And a swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, and what a comeback effort there for Kobernick. 2 singles and a walk loads the bases. 3 straight strikeouts turns Blue Chip away in the 4th. Kobernick now with 8 strikeouts through 4 innings of work. And after 3.5, Blue Chip Navy still scoreless, trailing Wildfire 5-0. And a pitching change for Blue Chip Navy as we start the bottom of the 4th inning. Stetson Denning fouls a pitch off of the right side. Isidro Asiano, the new pitcher for Blue Chip, as he swaps positions with Cedric Corrales, who is now over at 3rd. The 1-strike pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-2. And another foul ball down the right side. The line unofficially for Corrales as that's sent back to the pitcher Asiano, and the ball bobbled over at first base. Throw might have been a little bit low and then dropped or bobbled, and so Denning is safe at first base. Second error of the night for Blue Chip Navy, and so Denning aboard at first for Jean-Fricte, the right fielder. But for Cedric Corrales, then 3 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 5 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. And the first pitch outside, and now the runner's hung up between first and second. Able to stay in the base path long enough to get a throw towards second, and that allows Denning to scamper back to first base. Of course, if you're in that situation, you want to run right at that runner when he's hung up like that between first and second. Make him commit one way and then throw it, as opposed to throwing it and then letting the runner react to that as the next pitch misses away for a ball. Leadoff runner aboard in the bottom of the 4th inning. Wildfire trying to add on to a 5-0 lead. Swing and a miss for a strike. And that pitch misses for a ball. The set and the pitch. It looked close but called a ball, and now 2 aboard to begin the 4th inning, and the batter will be Jake Wolf. Wolf with an RBI double his last time up. Pitch high and away for ball one. That'll go to the backstop as the runners move up 90 feet. Swing and a miss for a strike. Well, I guess I'm a little bit surprised that the infield's not in here with second and third. Maybe with nobody out, they keep him back. If they get an out, then they'll bring him in. We'll see. Next one over for a strike. 2-2 on Jake Wolf. Ben Drozowitz next for Wildfire. The wind from Asiano, and the pitch is high. Back to the wind and the pitch. And that's high for ball four, and that'll load the bases. An error start of the inning, and now back-to-back walks. And the bases are full for Drozowitz. Drozowitz walked his first time up, going after the first one this time, fouls at the backstop for a strike. The one and the 0-1. Over for a strike, and it's 0-2. The next pitch bounced in and stopped by Ewing. Count now a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Bounced in. Ewing got a piece of it, and that kept it pretty close to home plate and kept the runners at bay. So we stay with the bases loaded. Two pitch. Near the outside corner and a called third strike, and a much needed out for Blue Chip Navy here in the bottom of the 4th inning. With the bases loaded, Asiano strikes out Drozowitz. Then the batter is Tyler Jackson. Jackson with a 2-run single his first time up. Takes a fastball high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Over for a strike, 1-1. Bases full for the Wildfire in the bottom of the 4th. leading 5-0 in their first pool game. Trying to hand Blue Chip Navy their second loss of the day. Now they count 2-1 on Jackson. And a pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-2. Now Blue Chip Navy loaded the bases in the top of the fourth inning with nobody out. Coburnick came back with three straight strikeouts. And Asiano may be trying to do the same here. He had a error behind him to start this bottom of the fourth, and he gave up back-to-back walks as that pitch is fouled back to the backstop, and we stay at 2-2. And the 2-2 to Jackson. Ground ball to short, out at second, on to first base, and that's not in time, and that'll plate another run for Wildfire in the fourth. They lead it 6-0. Fielder's choice and an RBI for Jackson as Denning scores. Wolf is the one that's forced 6-4 at second base for out number 2. So now runners at the corners with 2 outs for Alex Cowan. First one to count over for a strike. Runner goes, throw's going to go down to third base. And the throw down not in time, so still on base for Jackson. Pitch high for a ball. Second and third with 2 outs, a run in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch high for ball 4. And timeout called now from the Blue Chip dugout. Bases loaded with 2 outs, a run in the fourth for Wildfire. They lead it 6-0. And Blue Chip Navy goes to the bullpen. Jackson King is on. The first pitch to Jeremy Levine fouled off for a strike. Ball got loose down the line, and so waiting for that to be retrieved. And a fly ball into shallow right. That's going to drop for a base hit. And that's going to score a couple of runs. Second hit for Levine plus a walk. And the pitch to Schaefer is low for a ball. Got away, but runner at second, Cowan, couldn't get a beat on it there, and so he wasn't able to take off. Another 3 runs in total added by the Wildfire here in the fourth. They lead 8-0. Next pitch high for a ball. Pitch inside for another ball to Schaefer. And a ball fouled out of play down the right side. 3 balls, 2 strikes, so the runners will get a chance to take off here. And it's ball 4. And the runners weren't going on the pitch there. But they'll advance anyway. Ball 4, bases loaded again. And now here's Tyler Bird, who had an RBI ground out his last time up. And that's hit back up the middle. That's into center field for a hit. 1 run will score. Another run coming around will score as the throw is cut off, and it's a 2-run single for Tyler Bird. He knocks in runs number 2 and 3 on the night. And it is a 5-run 4th inning for Wildfire, and they lead 10-0. And the pitch inside hits Kobernick. And so he'll head to first base. And once again, the sacks are full for Wildfire, hitting in the bottom of the 4th inning. First one to Jared Wolf, misses for a ball. 11th man to bat in the inning is Wolf. A walk and a strikeout in 2 trips. The 1-0. That's on the ground. That's through and into right field for a hit. 1 run will score. Here comes a throw to the plate. Cut off. And now trying to throw behind the runner over at first. Safe the call there, and it's another 2-run single. This one off the bat of Jared Wolf. And it's 12-0. Marquez came up with a strong throw. They might have a chance at the plate, but came up just a little bit late there. And a ground ball. That's a fair ball inside the bag at third. 1 run will score. Wolf will be waved around third base. Hands go up. And it's going to be a ground rule double. So must have got out of gate or something down in that corner. Obstructed view for us as Kobernick scored on the play. Wolf is sent back to third. Denning with an RBI double. Now swing and a miss for John Fructe for strike one. And it's over and strike two. Ball down in the dirt, throw it down to first base, and that will end the inning. 13 come to the plate in the bottom of the fourth. As the Wildfire score 8 times, we go to the fifth, 13-0 our score. 8, 9, and 1 in the order for Blue Chip Navy in the fifth. Against a new pitcher, a swing and a miss for a strike. Logan Ewing leading it off. Facing Jared Wolf. There's a ground ball and knocked down, but no play. And a runner aboard to start the fifth inning. Should go, I would say, as an infield base hit, as second baseman went a long way to his right. And really did a good job just to get a piece of it to get it stopped. Now Eric Meza. A swing and a miss for a strike. Kobe Kobernick, the starter for Wildfire. 4 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Pitch just off the plate. They count 1-1. Off the handle of the bat, fouled off first base side, and the count goes to 1-2. Yeah, the 1-2 pitch. That's outside, 2-2. Ball got down in the dirt. Runner will go to second base, but Meza is out. So now a runner at second with 1 away for Xavier Bonham. First pitch low and in, ball 1. Bonham with a strikeout and a ground out in his 2 at-bats. And the 1-0. Slow ground ball over to third, picked up there and fired onto first base, and that's in time. That's Tyler Jackson now in at third base. So Bonham thrown out, Ewing goes to third base, and the batter is Sage Hudson. Hudson with a ground out and a base hit his last time up. Ball sent fouling out of play down the right side. One ball, one strike to count. And that's fouled off, and it's 1-2. Now Wolf ready, checks the runner and the pitch. Breaking ball misses, 2-2. And a ball fouled off on the right side. Stays 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third and 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Blue Chip trailing Wildfire 13-0. Fastball high, 3-2. And Wolf with a 3-2 pitch goes to the breaking ball, and it's low for ball 4. Got a piece of the catcher here. So they're going to come out and take a look at him. We play in the top of the 5th inning, 13-0 our score. Manny Aguirre's in to hit for Blue Chip Navy. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. He had a base hit his last time up, 1 for 2 on the night. And a tapper foul first base side, and it's 0-2. Blue Chip Navy will be off tomorrow. The way their schedule works out, they'll play 2 on Saturday against Canyon Thunder 16U and Venom Green. As a runner, Hudson will take off for second. That's defensive indifference there, no stolen base. And it puts another runner in scoring position. For Wildfire, Canyon Thunder tomorrow at 5:30, and then they'll play a doubleheader on Saturday against Venom Green and the Arizona Falcons. That ball gets away, and Blue Chip Navy on the board here in the 5th. As a wild pitch brings home Ewing. Hudson goes to third base. And the 2-2. And a swing and a miss, and that will end the inning and the ball game. Blue Chip Navy gets a run on 1 hit, and they leave 1 in the 5th, and we go final because of the run differential. Wildfire beats Blue Chip Navy by a score of 13-1. Totals on the ball game for Blue Chip Navy: 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors, and 5 runners left on base. For Arizona Wildfire 16U, 13 runs on 8 hits. They do not commit an error. They leave 4 runners on base. Kobe Kobernick gets the win. Cedric Corrales takes the loss for Wildfire, for Blue Chip Navy rather. And Blue Chip Navy falls to 0-2 in pool play. Arizona Wildfire 16U, they come out and win their first pool game of the tournament. They go to 1-0. Again, Blue Chip Navy off until Saturday. Wildfire will play Canyon Thunder 16U tomorrow at 5:30. So that will do it. Again, our final score, it's Wildfire 16U 13 and Blue Chip Navy 1. From Salt River Fields at Talking Stick in Scottsdale, Arizona, Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network saying so long, and we hope to talk to you again soon.